Guys, Michael and Robbie here with another tournament result for the May tournament. I can't believe we've only got a few left. June is already underway. Anybody posted fish already for June?
Somebody's already posted two.
Nice.
Went fishing this
Nice.
morning.
Hey, good on you. We'll give it just a minute for some folks to jump on, and we'll jump. We got some good giveaways. So if you're watching this down the road, if you haven't competed in one of our tournaments, you never know what you're going to get. Pretty nice Rapala scale here. Let's see here. We got some of these new ARC crank. This is first year for ARC.
Yeah.
Cranking out. Yeah. So they've got tackle and we've got the rods and their reels that they came out with. They're a pretty good price point. And then we're going to do, we got a couple of these little tackle packs. Big thing I will throw out there is this compact swim jig from Dirty Jigs. Was first seen at Fish Fest a few weeks ago, and they're not really putting it out there. So we're about the only place in the country that you can get them right now. Shot alive with Matt Heron. It was pretty interesting. Have you gotten out and played with any of these yet?
I might have wore the paint off of one already.
Gotcha. Well, what do you think?
I like it.
I guess what Matt was explaining was just the way they've weighted it. Like when you stop it, it dies and just drops. So, pretty cool setup. And then we're gonna mix that up with a little buckshot D-bomb. So that's our custom color that we've got from Missile. So. Big fan of Mr. John Cruz, part of our pro staff team. That was fun. It's a good. Seems like a pretty versatile color. A little green with a little blue blood stripe in there.
Yeah, it goes well with a lot of stuff.
So
or by itself.
And then of course dip it. Yeah. So I mean, throw it on. What is this? A 3/0. The EWG from Spear Point. So and then we've got some other stuff to give away. All right, we got some of you on here. All right, cool. We got a couple. What's going on? Keith Thompson. What's going on? David Gibson. Yep, the new jig. From what I understand, we're not really supposed to have them on the internet, so we don't. They're not actually officially out there, but you can call. If you call the loft, Colin can get some in the mail if you can't make it out. I know, David Gibson, you're not a local guy, so. But we're going to give some of that away for the tournament. David, we wish you could be here and fish our monthly tournament in Alabama. Keith just got to work, and you're jumping on Facebook. That's awesome. All right, where do you work? Yes. That's all right. So that's why I work in social media, was because I just can't get off Facebook. So you can't get mad at me for being on Facebook at work, because that's where I'm supposed to be. All right. So, any issues from this month? I think we had a couple of folks had some sign up issues.
Yes.
I moved the name around. I appreciate the feedback. Was that if you're on your phone, the name shows up kind of. Yeah. It cuts off words. So I kind of shuffle that around. So if you're in the boat division or you're fishing on the kayak division, hopefully it's easier to get to that. And sign that up. I have not set up the July tournaments, but those will be done and ready to go by the end of this week. So that's my goal. So hopefully that kind of cuts down on some of that, but it happens. We know that's. I think we had a good workaround this week. But any other things? Everybody's playing by the rules.
Everybody's pretty well trained on it.
All right.
Makes it easy on scoring them. So just got to make the time do it.
Keith just got off work. All right. Well,
his boss must be watching.
All right. Yeah, I got you. Well, I don't know. Now I'm kind of lost a little respect for you. I mean, like, you're watching it at work, right? No, I'm kidding. Well, thanks for jumping on with us, Keith. All right. Let's jump over. So the boat division. We had a few more jump in on the boats, which is awesome. I think we had a couple more. I think Timmy Taylor jumped in for June. So I'm still running into some of the boat guys that at least that I know in the community that would kind of be the ideal. Like they're not
Yeah.
into hardcore tournament stuff, but they're always on the water. Oh, I didn't realize y'all had a tournament or we have a boat thing. I told Timmy to talk to you if he's got questions. He's like, "What's this board measuring
How's it
thing? You know, how does this work? What do these numbers do?"
It is new to the boater side for sure.
Yep. So I think a lot of you guys that walk in both worlds, that are accepted in both communities. It's going to be on you guys to help make them feel not so freaked out and go, it's kind of fun. $25 on the boat side of things. I know it's not the biggest, but for again the guys that are out fishing all the time, you might as well, because I mean you never know. I mean that's still free stuff, still getting even if you don't win it. But as always. So far, and guys, he's killing it. Mr. Randy Bean, 112 inches again is taking first place on the boat side of things. So even with seven folks competing, he's still crushing it, and he's taking big fish at 26.5. When we get that board turned back on, go take a look. It's a hoss of a fish. So y'all might want to hit him up and pay for like knowledge on where just to go have fun fishing
with you.
yeah, forget the tournament. Like he's having some fun. I mean, his smallest at 20.25 inches. So and you slinging up 82 inches, got out on the water on the boat side of things.
Just 30 short.
Was that all Neely or?
I think ours were on Neely and Logan Martin.
Okay.
We fished Gold Portfolio tournaments.
All right, cool. So congrats to Randy. He's killing it. Now the one thing I will say is everybody that entered in the boat division now is qualified for the tournament champions. So even we had a couple that didn't weigh anything in. So that's five folks every month are going to get qualified. So, and now on the kayak side, we're going down. I think we were down into like 9th place.
Yeah.
To get you qualified for the tournament of champions. So, at the rate we're going, although I want to say I saw some new names in there this past month, which is awesome. And then I think we're 22 folks for next month or this month now. It's so weird. All right. Okay. So we're paying out to second place. And this will probably be about the only place this information's put out there. But we had one angler that he was one that accidentally signed up for the boat side, and we just said just fish it, and we'll just manually pull your stuff over. And he would have come in like seventh place. And we'll get his numbers ported over, but that's why. So it's technically 16 anglers on the kayak side, even though if you go to Tourney X, you're going to see 15 is listed. But so your first and second place folks are going to get paid out for 16 folks. And second is Mr. Destin Wade at 104.75 inches, and first place is Dan Terry at 105.25 inches. And taking big fish, not quite the 26, but 23 inches, Mr. Dustin Wade.
Very solid, too.
Oh, it's a stout. Yeah, again, go take a look. But still, I mean...
A lot of fish turned in.
Yeah, I mean, almost everybody managed to get a limit, so... that's good to see, which means you're getting out and getting fishing and having fun on the water, which is what this is all about. So, yeah. Anything I'm missing with that? I think we got everything on the winners side of things. So I've already updated. I've got to make a little tweak, but I've already updated. If you go to the web page, if you go just click on the tournaments, one of the links on either bucksisland.com or Shop Bucks Island. I've got the stats there. I think we had a couple of spots of the AOI shift around. Remember, that's cumulative inches for all the tournaments that you fish. So some of the folks that didn't fish like last month or the month before, that kind of hurt you. You guys that are being consistent, so I think with the way things are playing out, a guy that's consistently throwing up some decent, and even if you're not winning, if some of these guys bow out for a month, that's a pretty huge opportunity to jump in there and gain an extra spot. So, but that's all updated. The list of who's qualified for a tournament champion, that's all updated. And remember, for those of you now that have fished 3 tournaments, you're going to be good for the free finale if you don't qualify for the tournament champions. So hopefully that makes sense. So basically you're going to fish for first loser.
Yeah.
But it's going to be fun. And it's going to be the same format. So all that in October, it'll be the same exact format that we've been doing, and it'll be free. So, David, hold that question. Remind me that David's got a question in there, and we'll get to that. Let me finish up this stuff. We've got some giveaways to give away, and we're going to start.
Go big
with this one here. You mind holding that? Mr. Vanna White.
That's right.
If we've got anybody under the age of about 20, yeah,
it's okay.
See, there was this, yeah, easy Pat Sajak, man, that guy has not aged, and I think it's because he's literally got the easiest job on the face of the planet. Like, he doesn't even have to read cue cards.
No.
Like Jeopardy.
Somebody else does the work for him.
Yeah. I mean, he literally just stands there and tells people to spin a wheel. Yeah. I mean, all right. Sorry. Rabbit hole. All right, guys. Let's go through. I don't know. So I want to jump through both the boat and kayak side of things. I should have pulled everybody's name into one list, but you tell me when to stop, and I'm just going to bounce back and forth. Don't look over here.
I'm not.
Tell me when to stop.
All right, go ahead and stop.
All right. Derek Chambers.
There you go.
Derek Chambers on the boat side.
Well, that's our kayaker on the boat side. So it worked out even more.
Gotcha. Yeah, so he was one that is, well.
He knew it was meant to be.
He knew it was meant to be. All right, so then we've got the Switchblade. How many of you guys are running graphs? If you don't have it hard mounted in, if your boat, I've used one of these. It works pretty well.
Yeah.
Get your transducer laid up over the side. And it offers you a pretty good option. I've used it on my Jacksons, and it seems to work pretty well. So we're going to do this transducer arm, the Switchblade transducer arm. I'm going to just do that on the kayak side of things because I don't know anybody on a boat that needs one of those.
Yeah, I agree.
So you tell me when to stop.
All right, stop.
Lowell Henderson. I think that's one of the new names I hadn't seen before. I don't know if this was his first tournament. I was plugging in. I don't think he's fished with us this year, but I mean, jumping in at 95.75 inches ain't too shabby, Mr. Lowell.
Not at all.
All right, now we're gonna do I'm going to do one tackle pack here for the kayaks, and then we'll do one for the boats. Now that we got enough folks over there on the boat side of things. So you tell me when, kayak guys first.
Go ahead and stop.
All right. So in all fairness, I came up on your name, but you can't win it.
That's okay.
So David Presley. David Presley coming in, I guess that'd be 15th. Bumped down to 29.25 inches. But earning most of his money back in a giveaway.
He's not far off.
All right. David, nice. And guys, for those of y'all winning, I'll get the email out, but if you want to reach out to me quicker, michael@bucksisland.com, and get me your mailing address and information, phone number, email, and we'll get the stuff in the mail, or let us know that you're going to come pick up your winnings, and we'll get that taken care of. All right. Boat guys. Ooh, this is a smaller pot. So you tell me when.
All right, go ahead.
Corey Wilkerson. All right. Now, let's go ahead. While we're on the boat side, I'm going to do one of these and one of these. So, tell me when.
Go ahead.
I can't do Joe McElroy, who is off fishing. I think the Bassmaster? Yeah, Possum. All right, so the next one up is Ben Gourlay?
Gurley. Gourlay. I know, Ben.
Well,
I'm sure he'll swing by and pick him up.
I don't know how big he is, so I'm not sure I'm going to call him Gurley.
That's all right.
Well, he's going to get a little arc crankbait. And one last one. Tell me when to stop.
Go ahead.
Will Dearman. Will, you're going to get a pack of spear point hooks. Getting a lot of sticky notes here. All right.
I think at the end of the year, everybody that hadn't claimed will just throw to the Tournament of Champions. And
that's not a bad idea. It's shocking how many folks don't claim this stuff.
Yeah.
All right. On the kayak side, I'm scrolling. Tell me when to stop.
Go ahead.
Jared Atwell. Jared, you are going to get an ARC Z Series. What crankbait action? It's just like Kleenex, right? Rattle trap. It's technically not a rattle trap, right?
Yeah. Rattle trap, rattle bait, whatever.
All right. Last one. Tell me when.
Go ahead.
Barrett Dawson. Barrett Dawson. Barrett, you are winning some spear point hooks. All right. I think that's it. Have we got anybody still on with us? All right. So, that for a small group of folks, look, y'all, I'm going to give all credit to Colin up there in the loft. We were just up there. I was like, just give me a little thing. We don't have a huge number of folks. He's like, let me give you all this.
Started piling it on.
So y'all come in and say thanks to Colin, or go check out Shop Bucks Island and buy some tackle from them, and say thank you that way. So, all right, David. We get the gift card figured out for the live. Okay, so we're going back. It's random stuff. All right. Let's message David. I probably dropped the ball in following up on making sure that was all taken care of. But yeah, remotely we can get you a gift card. So the website does have the capability that we can do that. For those of you guys that are remote, that is an option. Better late than never.
Shows up to say bye.
Will, were you here? What did you win?
I was about to say he didn't even say that part.
Did you catch that you won some spear point hooks? Which if y'all haven't checked these things out, go check them out. They're pretty legit. Like scientifically speaking, they're every time. So Art Newberian is one of the owners and lives here in town, and of course we see him all the time around here. But like every time I talk to him, like he's talking to the guides that he's got running the hooks and all this stuff. Like, hey, have you had any get off? Like that's the only thing he cares about is how many fish have you lost in the last month? And he's really trying to capture that data and put out a good product. So. All right. Well, guys, David, I will try and get a hold of you. We can message or send me an email. How about that? David, send me an email, michael@bucksisland.com, and remind me, and we'll get it sorted out and get you a gift card taken care of. So, we definitely need to get you a new hat. We got a new stock of fresh colors. I was super excited. Little War Eagle action going on in the shop. It's been a while since we've had the War Eagle colors, so I'm glad. Come on, that's a pretty
good piece of toilet paper.
That's a pretty color.
Tide.
That's all right. That's all right. Maybe that's why you can't win anything on the old giveaways.
Oh Lord, there they go.
All right. Y'all gonna start up Tech Tuesday. We've been talking about it, and got a lot of other stuff going on. But I know that's been requested a couple of times. We're definitely taking a look and seeing if there's anything specific. Shoot it in, and we can do some one-off videos if we need to. But not sure right now that we'll jump back into doing that every week. But yeah, it's definitely on the plate. But I'll tell you right now, around here is utter chaos. So pulling Israel off, he is undermanned. As I'm sure a lot of y'all know, everywhere you don't have enough people, and so this time of the year around here, it's all hands on deck. And so pulling is off, even for 30 minutes to an hour. Can be a real issue because he's putting out a lot of fires in the midst of trying to actually fix boats. He runs a lot of stuff around here, but he's still he's doing work on power heads and all that kind of stuff. So man. Yeah, I miss doing the Tech Tuesdays as well. We'll see. I talked. Dano is in the Orange, Texas, the Sabine tournament going on right now. Looks like there's a pretty big gap before they take that northerly swing with all the Elite Series. He's traveling around with those guys. But that means that our elite guys will be back in town for a little while. Even though it'll be 1.5 billion degrees. Although right now we're doing pretty good. Maybe we can put some lives together. And get out and go fishing with those guys. That's always a lot of fun, especially when Scott Canterbury shows up with food.
Yeah, I'll film that one.
All right, yeah. All right. Well, maybe that's what we need to do. We'll put you on the front deck with Scott, and they're good, man. If y'all have no idea what I'm talking about, then don't worry about it. Go watch the show. All right, we are gonna get out of here, and I don't know. You going fishing tonight?
I'm working night shift this week, so I'm gonna go home, take a nap, and go to bed. Go work.
Gotcha. Well, God bless you. God bless you. Guys, as always, look, especially on the kayak side of things, we've got a fresh stock. I think we just got a few more Hobies in. So we've got a ton of boats here. I think, the shelves look full of the Yak Attack, the Trailblazer, the Hobie accessories, and a few other little odds and ends in there. But come see Chap, and he'll get you taken care of. Now is definitely the time. If you've been thinking about, if you just want to get on the water on one of the kayaks, just prefer you give us a heads up and we can set it up. But if you show up, we'll get you out. We've got water right out here, and you can test out some kayaks. For you boat guys, maybe check out a kayak. But we appreciate you playing. And if you do have any questions, don't hesitate to ask in the group. You can reach out to Robbie, any of those guys. I know the kayak community's got a bunch of really good dudes that are more than willing to help. So, all right. Anything else from you?
Don't forget to go see Colin. He's got a lot of new stuff in.
Yes.
The bull shads are overflowing with the order he just got, and I'm talking about some big ones. So, he's donating plenty. So
9-inch.
Yeah, it's a monster, but it catches fish.
Yeah, that really those glide baits really seem to have gotten pretty hot. So I know we got the Tatos up there. That is Josh Heron, who works for Reaction Innovation.
Yeah.
But Josh Heron is Matt Heron's son, who does our fishing report. But that Tato design is Josh and Matt. And Josh, he's hand making those glide baits, which is why they're not cheap.
Yeah. And they've still got the line on them where they test them in the water to let you know they tested it. So they're tuned.
Yeah. So, anyways, guys, be careful as it warms up. Enjoy getting out there fishing. Keep a head on a swivel for the recreational boats. Obviously, we love the pontooners as well because that's about 60% of our business here at Bucks Island. So if you are interested in a pontoon, we've still got plenty to choose from. But keep a head on a swivel. Be careful out there. Have fun. That's what this is all about. And let us know if you got any questions. We'll see you next month.
Yes.
So have a good June tournament. And let's see if somebody can beat a 26.75. Was that 26.5?
26 even. Either 26,
way. Yeah, let's see.
Go on, hit 26. We'll get the details.
Go find it. Go find it. All right. See ya.